In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust dances with the devil's sway. Whiskey bottles line forgotten graves beneath the sun's relentless blaze. A train whistle moans through cursed lands, an echo of a nooses tied strands. Beneath the last ride, where vows lay to rust, love turned to betrayal in a whirlwind of dust. Shadows of a gallows on a moonlit dry creek, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted see. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a chapel lit by flame-filled skies. Promises as frail as a parched rose, her heart was a secret no one knows. A Judas kiss under a starless night left me alone to face my plight. Beneath the last ride, where trust was sold, hearts grow as cold as the guns we hold. Echoes of our laughter in a breeze that weeps, where silence speaks the secret that the haunted keep. On that burning church I swore her name. The wind carried away all blame. Face down the man who stole her gaze in the dust storm's wild relentless haze. Two shots rang out like an old church bell. One found its mark and the other fell. Beneath the last ride, I lay my claim in lands of lost love and eternal blame. As the ghost town sleeps under night's deep veil, I wander these streets of lone dusty trail. Beneath the last ride, redemption's just a ghost, whispers secrets to the winds that haunt me most.
Out where the desert wind cuts cold through silence, the ghost town moans with tales of the forsaken. Dust devils dance where hope turned into violence under skies of dust, forever unawakened. Whiskey bottles lay beside the burned out chapel, echoes of a train no longer there to grapple. Desert wind and smoke carry my confessions, whispers veiled in sand, my sins and my transgressions. Through cursed land I roam, marred by iron chain. Desert wind and smoke won't see a face again. In the shadow of forgotten gravestones, weathered lies a tale of love betrayed and honor sold. She promised forever our lives to be tethered, but silver and gold turn warm hearts deathly cold. By the light of a church set ablaze in fury, I watch my dreams turn into judge and jury. Desert wind and smoke hide my darkest plea, carried off in storms what's left of you and me. Lost beneath the stars, tales of love in vain. Desert wind and smoke whisper in her name. On this cursed ground stand eye to eye with fate, haunted by the sound of love that turned to hate. A specter in the wind calls out beneath the moon's glow. In the heart of the night I face what I now know. Desert wind and smoke guide my weary soul through lands where heartache spoken and stories told. With each step I claim my final lonesome stage. Desert wind and smoke release me from my cage. In the town of Whiskey Gulch, beneath a blood-red sky, the wind whispers secrets and the vultures fly high. A lone church stands burning, its bell silent and spent, in the heart of a land where even angels fear to tread. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the stormy nights. Lost souls and shadowed dreams flicker in the light. A tale of a man scorned, betrayed by a love so wild, riding through cursed lands, a heart that's never reconciled. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her lies cut deeper than the thorns of a rose full worn. Left him with nothing but a bottle and a faded photograph on a dusty trail for vengeance, a ghost in his own aftermath. Echoes from the revenge, they haunt the moonlit plains. Whispers of the past, like the sound of distant trains, bound by a promise over a forgotten grave. Through silent deserts and the choices we break. He faced the man in black. Words unspoken in the shootout, no turning back. As the gun smoke cleared, truth came undone. Revenge or salvation, what has his anger won? Echoes from the revenge, a tale that never dies, riding towards
a sunset beneath the vast unending skies. Forgiveness or a bullet, only the desert knows. Buried in the sands where the lonely wind blows.
Beneath the sliver of a hunter's moon, shadows stretch long over cracked earth and the bones of a town gone wrong. A whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of a trembling hand. Midnight in the desert wind where the cursed lands stand. Oh, how the night cries out in silence so grim. Ghostly whispers dance with the desert wind. Memories haunt me like the train's lonely hymn. Midnight calls me to sins long dim. There's a story etched in the dust of an old church door about a love betrayed and a vow to settle the score. In the heart of the night where lost promises lay, a lover's deceit and the price one must pay. Oh, the desert knows my heart, the secrets it's kept, the nights I've roamed, the tears I've wept. In the whispering wind is a promise yet. Midnight in desert, never to forget. By the light of a fire that burns ever low, I face the ghost of the man I used to know. In the mirror of time I faded, I see the depth of the pain, the cost of being free. So I'll ride through the night under starlight so thin, with the echoes of my past and the roar of the wind. Let the desert take what's left of my sin. Midnight's redemption where end and begin. And the moon hangs heavy, a witness old and wise, to the tales of the desert and under infinite sky. Out where the whistle cuts the silence like a knife, dust devils dance with the ghosts of a forgotten life. Underneath the crescent moon's mournful glow lies a tale of a man buried by the lonely road. Beneath the stones where the wild winds have roamed lies her heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Whiskey whispers in bottles never sold, his secrets buried deep in the lonely road. In the shadow of the church where once the faithful prayed, he lost lost his love to another's wicked, wayward ways. With vengeance festering in a heart that overflowed, he rode through silent deserts to the cursed abode. Beneath the stones where the wild winds roam lies her heart turned cold, a soul never atoned. Echoes of gunfire, live deposed, fate sealed and buried in the lonely road. By the light of a fire that burned both church and creed, he faced the man who sowed the treacherous seed. In the dust they drew till death did decode. The price of sin on this desolate, lonely road. Now beneath the stars where silent stories are stowed, rests a gunslinger's pride in the ground a road. Just a nameless stone where the cold winds blowed, another soul buried deep in the lonely road. Lonely road. In the shadow of the valley, where the cold winds dare, lies a town too scared to whisper beneath the serpent's prayer. Whiskey bottles and secrets buried in forsaken sands, echoes of train whistles slipping through ghostly hands. Under the blood-red sky where the lost souls roam, I walk these cursed grounds, forever calling them home. Prayers drowned out by gunfire, only the vultures care about the tales and the sins beneath the serpent's prayer. Years ago, a love was wrong 'neath the weeping moon's glare. Her laughter now just memories in the chilling night air. Burning churches to ash like snow, a testament to despair. Marked by stone crosses and rows of forgotten prayers. Under the blood-red sky where silent deserts weep, I find her whispers in the storm where the shadows creep. Revenge of bitter liquor, served colder than the night air. Drunk slowly with the ghosts beneath the serpent's prayer. Then came the night I stood face to face with my dread. Her specter in the wind spoke of the love we once wed. Vengeance or redemption, she cried with a mournful stare. Choose your path wisely beneath the serpent's glare. Under the blood-red sky, I laid my vengeance to rest, with her ring on my finger and her memory on my chest. Forgiveness, a hard-won freedom found in the dusty air. I walk away from the past beneath the serpent's prayer.
Out in the valley where the dead trees stand, the sand whispers secrets of a cursed land. Moonlight dances on a lone gravestone, a ghost town echoes with a sorrowful moan. A bottle of whiskey lies in the dust, forgotten like the dreams we left to rust. Train whistle moaning in the midnight hour, desert wind's waltz holds a haunting power. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints, twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story of a love's decay, the desert wind wall sweeps us away. She was a beauty with wildfire eyes, promised forever under starlit skies. But betrayal's blade was a silent vow, left nothing but a burning church to show how. Dust storms rage like the anger I've nursed, her memory a blessing and a heart-wrenching curse. Every whisper in the wind, her voice seems near. In the eye of the storm disappears my fear. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints, twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story of a love's decay, the desert wind wall sweeps us away. Under the crescent moon's watchful eye, I face the land where old lovers lie. Forgotten graves hold the truth beneath, where lies the line between justice and thief. So I'll dance with the devils that the night unveils, step through the silence where the justice fails. Revenge or mercy, the line wears thin, the desert wind walls calls me again. Oh, dance with the shadows that the moonlight paints, twirl with the spirits and the heartbreak saints. Each step a story in dust inscribed, the desert wind walls where my old self died. In a town too lost for sunlight's grace, where shadows cling like widow's lace, a whiskey bottle lays falling in the sand. Beside the church where no bells stand, train whistles moan through dust storms cry, echoing souls that don't dare to die. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could save. Underneath the moon's ghostly wave, the silent desert keeps the betrayed. Old photographs and rusted locks, silent streets where time forgot a lover's promise turned to deceit, led to a heart's bitter defeat. By the gallows tree they made their vows, and cursed the lands beneath sorrow's clouds. Hear the whispers in the silent grave, secrets of the hearts no one could say. Beneath the stars cold distant gates lies a love the time will not erase. now known. Ghostly fingers trace the lines of his face. Forgiveness lost, no saving grace. A whispered sorry to the wind as the specter of revenge begins to grin. Listen close to the silent grave, where echoes of revenge softly crave. Amidst the dust, a soul set free. In the desert's heart he finds his decree. Whispers linger where life has strayed. In the silent grave where debts are paid.
In the heart of a ghost town where the shadows play, dust swirls like spirits over the decay. An old church bell rings, but there's no one to hear. Just whispers of love that turn to fear. Whiskey bottle lies broken, a testament to the past. In the silence of the desert, only the cursed outlast. Shadows and smoke under blood-red sky, ghosts of what's gone in the blink of an eye. Whisper your secrets, but keep your sins close. In the land of the lost, it's the shadows and smoke. There's a tale of a lover turned cold and betrayed by a kiss that was promised, then cruelly delayed. Her eyes like the night, her heart once aflame, now nothing but ashes, just a whisper of her name. Under the lantern light with the train whistles moan, she vanished to the night, into the unknown. Shadows and smoke where the old memories choke. Lost love's a dagger and revenge is a cloak. Speak now of heartache and the promises broke, haunting the silence. It's shadows and smoke. In the flicker of the fire against the canyon wall, he faces his reflection, the greatest liar of them all. Forgotten graves are calling as the storm begins to rise. Tonight he'll end his running or meet his demise. Shadows and smoke, this is the outlaw's yoke, bound by the night where the true word spoke. From dust to dust in these lands we're just folk, living and dying in shadows and smoke. In the echo of his footsteps, the desert holds its breath. In shadows and smoke, he'll dance his dance with death. In the shadow of the valley, where the sun forgets to rise, lies a town too scared to whisper under cursed and blackened skies. Whiskey bottles tell the stories of the ghosts who've lost their way. Every train whistle's mournful cry marks another soul astray. Oh, the serpent's prayer in the silence of the land, an elegy for the heartless, drawn in the shifting sand, where justice finds no favor and mercy's died with the light. The serpent's prayer echoes through the endless starless night. Once loved a girl with eyes like fire, her spirit wild and free, but betrayal's bitter venom turned her heart away from me. In the church where we once worshipped, now just ashes and decay, her vows like dust were scattered as she walked the outlaw's way. Oh, the serpent's prayer beneath the crescent moon's glare, a ballad of the damned swirling in the cold desert air, where promises lay broken and the truth hides in the lies. The serpent's prayer's a curse under the haunting ink black skies. At the crossroads stood confronting all the sins of my past life, the ghost of her beside me in the knife's edge of the strife. The land that whispers sorrow in each breeze that shivers past holds the echo of our love in a shadow that we cast. Oh, the serpent's prayer, now a lullaby to the doomed, in every grain of desert sand, where our dreams were once entombed. Here's to the hearts abandoned in the night's cold, ruthless embrace. May the serpent's prayer bring solace as we vanish without a trace. In the dusk of Lonesome Hollow, where the ghost trains whistle low, a dusty breeze spins tales of a love from long ago. Underneath old hanging lanterns, with shadows casting doubt, whiskey bottles lay forgotten, and the roses are all out. Dance the roses in the casket walls under the moon's cold stare. Silent steps on cursed lands, perfume hanging in the air, where every petal dropped is a sin, each thorn a tale of scorn. Dance the waltz of the fallen night, where veils of sorrow are worn. She was beauty like the sunrise in a town too rough to tame, but her heart hid secret shadows with a love she never claimed. By the chapel stood her lover, not the one she vowed to keep. Church bells rang their silent warning in a town too dead to weep. Dance the roses in the casket waltz with echoes soft and frail. Betrayals breeze through burning church o'er the hills and dusty trail. Each step a haunting memory, each turn a whisper's breath. Dance the waltz of ghostly veils, twirling closer to their death. Silence of the desert, beset by stars' cold light, he found the grave unspoken where she lay in endless night. Across the wasteland's whisper, he swore by blood and stone, her betrayal would not linger where the sands of time had blown. So dance the roses in the casket waltz to settle old debts past, a gunslinger's final showdown where only shadows cast. With each petal lies a story, in the ground a lover's curse. Dance the waltz in the quiet land where silence ends the verse. Down the valley, through the ghost town's empty streets, past the church where shadows linger, where my heart skipped its beats. That old whistle cries at midnight, trains they moan like wounded things. Dust storms cover tracks of those who chase what vengeance brings. Dance with the devil on roads where the lost souls drift and sway, underneath the moonlit sorrow, spinning tales of yesterday. Empty bottles bear our secrets in this cursed silent desert land. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, the past clutched in my trembling hand. Was sunlight through the chapel, now it's burnt the ash like snow. Her promises lay forgotten in the cold graves far below. Betrayal's breeze blew through the willows, carried dreams so far from here. Her laughter now a ghostly echo I chase with bitter frontier beer. Dance with the devil on paths where dead man's boots have trod, each step a story of lost love cast by fate oh so odd. Whiskey whispers of redemption in the winds that mourn the damned. I'm waltzing down this lonely road, heartache's gone in my hand.
the desert storm. Her face in the swirling sand appears. Confrontation with my ghosts in the echoes of old fears. The noose of truth tightens slowly around the neck of my despair. She's gone, but in this wasteland, seems I'll always find her there. So I'll dance with the devil till my weary soul finds its rest in the heart of empty bottles or the depth of the West. Forgiveness or a bullet, let the desert gods decide. I'm waltzing down this lonely road with shadows by my side.
In the heart of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, an old church burns its ashes, tell no lie. Whiskey bottles lay at the base of forgotten graves, echoes of our laughter carried away by the desert waves. Wind whispers secrets, cold and bleak. In this cursed town, it's the silence that speaks. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled. You were the storm, I the lone prairie, lost in the dust storm of what used to be. The train whistles mourned on the night you fled, with a heart full of bullets and lies unsaid. Our bed was a coffin, our dreams lay dead, trapped in the memories I can't shed. You promised forever under that old gold cross. Now it's just me and the shadows, tangled and lost. Oh my love, we danced a dance so wild in the shadows of sin. I was beguiled from the depths of night to the break of day. I've been chasing your ghost, but you faded away. Of this town where the wild dogs howl, I found your locket, felt the old pain growl. The truth hid hard under the moon's cruel glare. In this land of the lost, was our love ever fair? So here's to the nights where the whiskey drowns the past and its lies in ghostly towns. Oh my love, no more dances, no more wiles. I walk alone through these endless miles, haunted by the love that time reviles. Bury in your memory under the desert tiles. And as the sun sets on this cursed land, I tip my hat with my heart in my hand. A lone gunslinger, a tale of woe in the land of the lost. Let the cold winds blow. In the shadow of the dust-blown chapel where the whiskey stains the barren ground lies a tale of an outlaw faded and frazzled in a ghost town where silence is the only sound. Train whistle moans through cursed lands afar, echoing the screams that never quite heal. Blood on his heart under a vengeful star, with a grip as cold as steel. Blood on the outlaw heart, riding through the storm, cursed from the start, where the forlorn forms in the dead of night, where shadows part. Only the moon knows the blood on the outlaw heart. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a time when his soul wasn't sold to the gun. Betrayal burned under sapphire skies. Now he's just a shadow, always on the run. A forgotten grave, a burning church, memories as harsh as the desert sands. Each step he takes, a painful lurch in this desolate, forsaken land. Blood on the outlaw heart, darkness at his side, haunted by the part where the last light died. In the silent desert he makes his art, painting his sorrow with blood on the outlaw heart. In the heart of night he hums a lonesome tune, the truth he seeks but never hopes to find. Blood on the outlaw heart, a tale of rage and scorn. On this cursed path he was reborn in his final stand. As shadows dart he embraces the dust. Blood on the outlaw heart, the echo of his deeds, a whisper in the dark as the world forgets the blood on the outlaw. In the whisper of the wind, through the chapel's charred remains, under moonlit dusk, where the silence speaks in veins, an old ghost town sleeps in the shadow of its sins. The echoes of my boots, like whispers of forgotten hymns. Whiskey bottle clutched a faithful friend in this demise. In the heart of cursed lands, where my only refuge lies. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Lost love's a ghost, spinning tales of my downfall. Beneath the starlit scorn and the devil's own deceit, the shadows ballad plays where revenge and sorrow meet.
desert heat. Her laughter once a melody, now a retreat. Betrayed by a kiss and a Judas on the prowl. In the silent desert, the sins begin to scowl. Train whistle moans, the sound from there is gone, carrying dreams like dust, forever drawn and drawn. Oh, the shadows dance where the wild coyotes call. Her ghost in my dreams, a haunting perpetual. Under the gaze of God and a sky that won't forget, the Shadows ballad plays on a stage of deep regret. By the burning church I stood with a gun in my hand, faced the traitor's eyes on this cursed forsaken land. The storm in my heart, louder than the howling gust. In the Shadows ballad, in its justice I entrust. So hear the shadows dance, and here I make my stand. Revenge or grace by the trigger of my hand. In the haunted quiet where old loves are interred, the Shadows ballad ends without another word. Out where the wind moans through the ghostly plains, whiskey bottles lay bearing forgotten names. Underneath that old gallows tree, a secret's kept in shade. Whispers about a cursed land where the devil's debts are paid. A dust storm soul stirs the sands of sin, where the sun burns scorn as the tales begin. Train whistles cry like a siren's eerie wail, guiding lost souls on this damned and dusty trail. In the devil's silent grave, where the shadows go to weep, lies a tale of a man with promises the devil didn't keep. Burning churches lit the night with flames that kiss the sky. Echoes of the fallen ones who never meant to die. He rode from the east with revenge in his eyes, past the forgotten graves where the lone coyote cries. Love lost to a bullet by a traitor's cold hand. In the depths of the silent desert he made his final stand. The town was empty, a ghost of the past, a testament to memories that weren't meant to last. Her locket in his pocket and her vision in his gaze. He drank from a bottle marked with yesterdays. In the devil's silent grave, where the lost spirits roam, stands a man seeking vengeance in the place he once called home. The night air carries sorrow of love and bullets spent, as he searches for the traitor on a path of lament. At the crossroads he faced the fiend, in the dust where truth and lies intervene. Your soul or your enemy, the devil's voice did croon underneath the haunting glow of the blood bloodshot moon. Sleeps with the wrong set right. Out where the wind moans its final plea, the devil's silent grave keeps its company.
The shadow of the mesa, under a blood-red sky, a lone crow cries as the whiskey bottles dry. Dust devils dance where the chapel used to stand. Ghosts of the damned in this forsaken land. Echoes of train whistles like phantoms moan in a town too dead to die. A man walks alone. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale whisper what's been done under the haunting eye of the relentless sun. Her love was a mirage, a fleeting desert bloom in a heart as arid as this God-forsaken tomb. Promises as empty as forgotten graves untold. Betrayal as bitter as the night desert cold. He remembers the fire, the burning church's glow, her silhouette in flames, the ultimate betrayal show. Oh, desert wind, carry my sins far and wide through cursed sands where my darkest secrets hide. Let the howling gale echo the love that died under the watchful stars where my remorse resides. By the ghost town's gate, he stands with gun in hand, facing the demon of his past in this no man's land. Words unspoken in the silence between each breath. The duel with his fate, a dance with death. Oh, desert wind, on you my last hope relies. Take this broken soul where the old love lies. In the dust, let my weary heart finally rest. In the barren plains that know my tale best.
In the heart of a ghost town, under a blood-red sky, dust dances with the devil where the lost souls lie. Whiskey bottle emptied by a cold campfire, echoes of a train whistle haunted with desire. Blood on the shadows, pain in the wind, cursed by the memories of the sins I've skinned. This desert knows my name and my story's old, written in the dust where my heart turned cold. A love once burning like the church that caught the flame, betrayed by a kiss in the shadows that we named. She left with the sunset on the day the preacher lied. Now I wander with the ghost of what I've left inside. Blood on the shadow, scars in the sand, walking through the night with a gun in my hand. The silence is my partner in this forsaken land, guided by the moonlight and the retribution plan. At the crossroads by the old forgotten graves, I face the whispers and the debts I've yet to pay. Her shadow in the doorway, the showdown feels so right. Two bullets in the chamber under the starless night. Blood on the shadows, destiny's embrace, revenge or redemption, it's a bitter taste. With each step on this cursed ground, I accept my fate. In the silence of the desert, revenge comes too late. Dust and the stories it knows of an outlaw with a heart where nothing grows. Blood on the shadows under skies so vast, in a land that forgets but the legends last.
Out where the dust storm cloaked the dawn, near the old church which cross long gone, stands the remains of a charred wood frame where the whiskey whispers a forgotten name. Midnight train whistles mourn their tune for a love lost neath the blood red moon. Whoa. And the flames dance wild in haunted eyes, in the burning barn under cursed star skies. The ghost of a heart that couldn't stay confined by the chains or the love or the hands of time. She rode in on the tail of a tempest wind, with tales of betrayal sketched under her skin. In the back of the bar, under low-slung lights, she plotted revenge on a cold, dark night. Two lovers entwined, then unraveled by fate, a vow carved in sorrow, sealed by hate. And the flames leapt high with her vengeful cries, in the burning barn under storm swept
sin, with our memories fading like the smoke in the wind. Now every night falls by the light of the stars, I'll sing this ballad to the ashes and scars, where our love and our vengeance forever reside in the burning barn ballad where the old ghost hides.
Out where the moon casts shadows long and wide beneath the ghost town's whisper, secrets hide. Dust dry whispers from a cracked whiskey flask, echoes of the past in the cool night asked. Midnight in the last ride, wheels on rusted tracks, haunted by the love and life we can't get back. Smoky air twists where our vows once burned bright, lost in the silent desert's endless night. This cursed land holds the tales of a fallen grace, footsteps muffle in the church, a forsaken place. Her laughter lingers where the dead crows flew, a silver locket, a betrayal hidden in the dew. Midnight in the last ride, echoes of a train's cry, every whistle a reminder of the light. Darkness holds the heartache that won't ride, carrying the sins covered by the night. In the shadow of the steeple I face my ghost, the love, the pain on this barren coast. My revolver's cold in the grip of my hand. Tonight in this desolation I make my final stand. Midnight in the last ride, under a cursed sky. Forgiveness is the bullet I chose not to buy. Leave the dust to settle where the memories fight. This is my last confession at the edge of the night.